Hey guys, what's up? It is me, Lena here, and I am back with a Scream Queens review. And something might look different to you while I sit here. Well, Mila isn't here for this review because she missed the Scream Queens episode tonight because she went to the store and bought ice cream and pop and pasta and a whole bunch of other food, and she was gone. So I watched it by myself, and now I'm here riding solo on this review, but she should be back next week, maybe, if she don't go back to the store again. So let's get started. Chanel loved Halloween so much, she made her own thing, Chanel-Halloween, and she actually has 700 followers on Instagram. I think she said only 700. I got like 800. Just saying. Anyway, so all her followers and stuff, she sent them stuff for Chanel-Halloween, and so the girl fans was crying. It's like, oh my god, Chanel sent me this severed leg, and she sent me this rotten jack-o'-lantern. It was freaking crazy, and then she went to surprise some girl with a gift, and it was just crazy. That whole first scene was really, 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 as Mila would say, bizarre. When it was at the house, Kathy was like, she didn't see anybody with no Red Devil costume or nothing. And then she was like, I didn't do nothing. So then the detective was like, are you still coming to like the police brunch or whatever? Because your hash browns are amazing. And she's like, yes, I won't miss it. So he's like, well, you free to go. So then Wes was like, you just going to let her go like that? You can't do that. So then the detective was like, I'm not going to go arrest her. She's the best person in this community. So then she was like, how am I supposed to back her through the window that I left open by accident in a Red Devil outfit, then leave, go back upstairs, get dressed, then come back down in all 90 seconds. And he was like, it can be done. You did it. And then Matthew was like, I didn't get, like, you getting all freaked out and stuff, and she wants him to be her date for the faculty party, whatever. And then Denise came in saying attempted murder, and she's like, this guy got his arm cut off because he was being stupid. And she was like, and I know who the killer is, Zayday. The fingerprints is gonna be that Zayday girl because she got her own chainsaw. And she's like, I'm one step ahead of the popo. And she's like, Shondell, if you can hear me in that Best Buy parking lot in the sky. And she's like, I'm gonna solve this crime. So Grace and PD was all dressed up, and they go to the ladies' trailer who was in the at the house with 20 years ago when the bathtub incident happened, Mandy, and they dressed up as Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey on the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Pete freaking Matthew McConaughey accent was so funny. So the woman been off the grid for since that incident ever happened, and they did a flashback, and it was old Mandy, who Grace Phipps played. If y'all know who she is, she's on Teen Beach Movie 1 and 2, and she played Layla on there. It's so cool. That's my favorite movie. And it was playing the old Mandy, and the maid was trying to chop her up, make the girl into sausage. So I think her name was Sophia. And the girl that died, so then Kathy made them wear hoods so they didn't know where it was going, and so they dug a hole actually and dumped the body in that hole, and Kathy was talking a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And then Mandy said that some girls changed their name, one of them committed suicide, one went to a mental hospital, a whole bunch of stuff, crazy stuff happened. And the girl, and she's like, I know. And then she's like, that was a girl. So then Grace was like, no, it was Chad Radwell. And she's like, girl, I know my P's and Carrots, that was a girl. And Grace was like, oh my god. That's when she realized she was the baby. So Earl was trying to tell Zayday that that fraternity is the word fraternity is being bad, because every time somebody say fraternity, all it show up is white kids making racist remarks in the back of a bus and kids dying of alcohol poisoning. So Zayday should run for president. So, and she gonna beat Chanel by throwing a fundraiser. So Zayday asked Grace what's wrong. She's like, nothing, I just gotta ask my dad. So she's like, isn't it weird that we here when Miss Bean died? Then they was making jack-o'-lanterns, and Chanel #3 made her out of Charles Manson, and then Jennifer made hers out of the Hurricane Andrew, that's gonna hit Florida. And it was really crazy. So then Zayday announced her campaign, and Chanel dropped the pumpkin and was like, you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna win. So she's like, I will ruin you. Then Zayday was like, let me pour you a hot cup of tea like it is. You crazy, and they gonna sell you out. And then she was like, if I will murder someone, it's gonna be you. So Chanel was sharpening her knives, and then Chanel #3 is like, it's 3 a.m. and we are worried for your mental health. And Chanel is so sad, and she can't lose to a freshman. So she's like, and Zayday's gonna win because we in the age of Obama. So then her and other Chanel's made up a whole idea, a whole fundraiser thing, another party to beat out Zayday's, and they're gonna use black hairy tongue, because Zayday's is for sickle cell anemia. They're gonna use black hairy tongue disease. So Mandy was watching on TV. Mandy died. Basically, Mandy died. Mandy's dead. The Red Devil killed her. Because, I don't know, it was Kathy. So Chad went to the gravestones to do some freaking nasty stuff. And Hester neck brace found her, him, and was like, is that your grandmother? And she was like, she's like, I want everything Chanel having all this, and we both like dead people and fantasize over dead people and stuff. And she's like, I'm gonna meet you and maybe we can sleep together and stuff. And it was a whole freaking creepy scene I don't even want to comment on, okay? That whole scene was weird, but neck brace looked good in the outfit though. Wes was watching the movie with his class, the zombie movies, and he kept talking about how something from his past can come up and haunt your adulthood when he creepy. So he's like, see you next Tuesday, and I'm like, hey, you know what the time is. So Grace like, how come you ain't tell me about my mom and shit? And then she was like, it's pretty convenient she died in the fire and everything of hers burned. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you on bath salts? And I was like, what? So she's like, I know. And she's like, if you come back to kill and get revenge, I'm not gonna talk to you. So he like, I don't know what she's talking about and stuff. So Grace got a text from Peter saying, come here, you know, and so to look at this house. So they went to this haunted house that's haunted, and Zayday and Earl was already there, and then Denise came, and then Denise and Pete went back and forth for how they studied, and it was like, which library you go to, what do you do, this, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. So that was a whole funny scene. So Denise told the story about how that house was haunted. It was this lady, this hag, they called her hag lady. She was dressed in all black, and the kids would just hear her screaming and wailing. Nobody would believe the kids until one time a lady saw the woman dressed up in all black digging in the garbage. So then they finally found her, but then they found dolls all upstairs. So Zayday's gonna use that for her haunted house party. So and that was in the year 1995. So they just gonna use that, and she's like, it's amazing how you can find this stuff at your local library. That's what Denise was like. So then she pulled Zay to the side. She's like, I think you the killer. And she was like, she's like, I'm just trying to raise money. She's like, yeah, you trying to raise the body count. This is for a murder. This is a buffet. This party. Nobody gonna be noticing. This gonna be a decoration. So then Zay went off. She's like, yeah, maybe you the killer because you pledged for Kappa in 1988, but then they didn't want you because you was black, so they rejected you, and now you hating on me because I'm about to be the president and I'm black. And they just went back and forth. She's like, oh, good Snoop, and maybe you could join the security team and you stop being a murderer. So now they're going back and forth, and I don't know. They could be the killer. You don't really know by this time. So it was the part, Chanel was handing out invitations to our party and stuff, and it was funny because she thinks that the Red Devil's going to kill somebody at Zay's party. So when they was handing out parties, they was eating cotton balls because it was lunchtime. Then Hester was like, maybe we shouldn't be eating cotton balls, we should be eating food. So then Chanel was like, yeah, we shouldn't do this for no boy. So then it's like, let's get some pizza. So then this guy named Tommy came and was like, hey girls or whatever, and tried to hit on them. So then it was like, what are you doing, shut up. And they like, Chanel went off. She did a whole study about how women get treated, degraded and stuff. And then the guy in the back was like, why can't a man just whistle at a girl and tell her she's high? So then they started beating them up. It was so cool. And everybody was applauding them. They was beating them up. And she was like, you want to see me smile? Well, I'm smiling now. So they just went crazy. And she beat them up and stuff. They beat them all up. And it was just so funny. So when Chad met up with Hester, they went to the house and they found all the dead bodies there. All the dead bodies, everybody that was there. So they left and they ran. And then they was like, nobody go there, nobody go there. And then, of course, everybody went there. So everybody went to the house. And Zadie was like, y'all gotta leave. So then Zadie was like, we gotta leave. And she's like, no, we ain't leaving. So Zadie got on the phone with the cops to tell the cops. And the cop was like, well, I'm coming to the party too. I can't miss this party. And he was like, of course it's gonna be dead bodies. It's a party. So she had to tell him, while she on the phone, she got grabbed by the freaking Red Devil. And now Grace is like, she got kidnapped. We gotta go on lockdown. So they trying to kill Kathy to go on lockdown. And she's like, none of those people were students. And it's like, Chanel number 2 was a student. She can come. So Grace and Peter are like, Pete is like, oh my gosh, Mandy, we know that was probably Mandy that got killed and stuff. So now they're trying to figure out what they're going to do and stuff. And now, then Wes is like, I'm going to call the media. And Kathy's like, well, we can discuss this over crepes. So Kathy's freaking crazy. So Chanel was going up the stairs, and Chanel's like, Zadie betrayed me, oh well. So then she's like, you're making it real hard for me not to think you the killer. So then so Grace told Pete the whole thing. She said she went to the police station, looked up the records for the house, and the day she said she looked at the records for the house, and it was the same year, and that's 95, and there was no records previous than that. But a month after, was it a month? It was either a month or a year. A month or a year after, because the black lady did vanish, but a month or a year after the whole thing with the tub, they found this lady, the black lady in black, stole milk from a milkman, and then diapers from a convenience store. And then he was like, it was milkman's in 1995? And it was like, that's not the point. So then it was like, she must have been caring for a baby. So why they saying all that is shoot to the other scene, the lady sitting in black, and guess who was crying, wailing? Oh my god, I I literally can't even. It was her. She's the lady in black, so she was probably carrying for, that's maybe why her psyche got stuck in the 90s or whatever. So I don't know where West fit into this. I don't know why West isn't saying anything. How would they even happen? What did they do to her parents? How did her parents not find out? Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on, because her body is in a ditch now. Sophia's body's in a ditch now, and it's getting so crazy. I cannot wait for next week, guys. It's gonna be lit. They is still alive. Thank you, God. But thanks for watching the review, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Comment if you like this episode and what you're thinking so far of the show. And subscribe to our channel. And check out the links in the description below, because it is my booster campaign down there for a good cause. It'll be really nice if you went and check that out. And check out our store down there too. We sell the cutest jewelry ever. And Mila should be back with me next week. Hopefully if she watches the show, we're not buying pasta, okay? So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.